Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about upgrade points, bio points, psi points, mutations, magic and other stuff that was showcased very briefly on PewDiePie's 4-hour early access stream. I'll link that in the video description if you want to go and watch it. But there are some indicators here as to what upgrade points are, bio points are, psi points are, and how you use them and other stuff like that. So if this helps you out, if you're excited for this, hit the like button. Leave a comment, tell me what character class you're going to start with. Subscribe if you're new around here, hit the little notification bell so you get notifications when my videos go live and my live streams go live. So in the first screenshot from this live stream, you can see that upgrade points, bio points and psi points are all different, and significantly more bio points at this point in the game than upgrade and psi points. So I'm assuming bio points are going to be there more often because there are various ways of getting it seems, over other ways of getting the upgrade points and psi points. Now, there's not much here about upgrade points, but I assume that's just from leveling up. So every level you go up, you get an upgrade point, and then you spend upgrade points in various ways, which I'll try and talk a little bit about later. But first and foremost, we have bio points. And when you go over to the mutations section, you have biogenetics and upgrade resistance. Both of these use your bio points to be able to add attributes and various skills to your character. Psi powers is magic, and that's where your psi points go. So here on psi powers, there's about 10 different powers to use. So you got blink. To use blink, press down on your input. You've bound the ability to, it will teleport you in the direction you're moving and create a shockwave where you reappear. Blaze is probably something to do with fire, and sizzle ball, throwing fire at enemies. You know, there's various different abilities to obviously incorporate into your playstyle. And as you get into the later skills, it's, you know, obviously higher in psi points. They probably do more damage. It's probably some sort of big special move. However, there are a lot of different various things here to go through. So first and foremost, up at the top, it says psi powers are unlocked using points gained from making choices in dialogue or interacting with shrines, captives and civilians. Some powers require a specific aura score to unlock. Now, we spoke about aura before, and the decisions you make and stuff like that gives you light points and dark points and sets you on the path to being light or dark. And I'm pretty sure you can mix them up as well, so you can have a lot of light points and a lot of dark points and then still be able to get anything that is tied to the actual aura score that you have. So if there's a move in here that requires dark but you're playing as light, you can get dark points by doing various things in the game. Like for instance, the sizzle ball. To shoot a sizzle ball, press down on the input you have bound the ability to. It will make you throw the ball at an enemy in the direction you are facing, inflicting damage to the enemy you hit. And it says here, missing requirements, dark aura needed 10. So you need 10 dark aura points to be able to use sizzle ball, and I'm assuming a lot of the other magics that are available are going to have light or dark attached to them, and you know, that's really going to change how you play your game and what decisions you make. Now, I'm assuming one of the best ways to get psi points is probably from interacting with shrines. This game looks very open world, so I feel like these shrines are going to be all around the map for you to run up to and, I don't know, pray or interact or whatever it is and get a psi point from it. And then obviously other things that you do, captives and civilians. You know, maybe captives are captured and you've got to go rescue them and then you get a psi point for it. I don't know, but it just seems like there's going to be a lot of ways to get some psi points. Now onto biogenetics and bio points. Biogenetics are unlocked using bio points gained from defeating bio creeps or finding containers. Bio points can often be found in nucleus tower sites. So there are multiple ways here to get bio points too. At the very start of the game, when I was watching PewDiePie, he kills about 3 or 4 different little kind of insect enemies that are in toxic waste, and he gets bio points for them. So it seems like these enemies are probably going to be dotted around the world for you to be able to get some bio points. And the containers, I guess, are just in the world as you're exploring, because there's so many like cabinets and, you know, lockers and loads of things to open wherever you go. I'm assuming the bio containers will be there. Now it says here though that it's often found at nucleus tower sites. Now I'm wondering if that's a section of the map which is tied to biohazard, because there are specific kind of elements that you have to put resistances up against to be able to search certain areas. So one area could be too cold, one area could be too hot, one area could be biohazard. Now if you get into that area with 100% resistance, you will then get the chance to get a whole bunch of bio points, or you know, maybe that's what the case is, I don't know, but it seems like that would be the case. And just have a quick look at some of the skills. You got a fungi here, which basically puts a mushroom on the floor, and then you can bounce off it and get high up in the air and maybe throw some magic down or shoot down. And also enemies can bounce off it themselves, which probably means you can keep them in the air or something. I'm not sure, but it's going to be kind of detrimental to them, but also helpful to you at the same time. It feels like a really good skill to have from the go. One of the highest ones is turtle form. Press the input, you've bound the ability while on a slope. To exit turtle form, press the input again. Use the navigation controls while in the turtle form to control. Now, the little video that comes with this, which I won't show, it's basically just you're on your back in like a turtle shell and you slide down the slope, and basically it's like bowling. You hit into people as you're going. So it just seems like a little fun kind of move. I don't understand why it'd be 16 biopoints. I don't feel like it'd be that powerful personally, but who knows? We haven't played the game yet. This one sounded interesting. Mucus bubble. To use a mucus bubble, press the button you've bound the ability to. Jump to bounce or roll over enemies to stick them to the bubble. If you press the input again, the bubble will burst and attached enemies will be discharged. So the little video on this shows that the enemies stick to your bubble and the bubble surrounds your character, and you can just run around or jump up and down and they're stuck to it. I don't know how much damage this does when they are discharged, who knows, but it seems like a very fun, inventive mechanic, ability, whatever you want to call it. And one of the early ones is called Vial or Biol. It only costs 3 biopoints, and it will make you spew toxic slush in a direction you are facing, inflicting damages to all enemies hit. Inflicting damage to all enemies hit is what I should say. So it just seems like, you know, you set, so like when you set someone on fire, you infect them with this vile bile, and you know they're all toxicated and stuff, and maybe that passes on to other enemies, who knows. Now, upgrading resistance you also spend biopoints on. It costs 1 biopoint, but I'm assuming it's probably as you start off it's 1 biopoint, and then maybe as you get closer to 100% it might cost more, because I feel like 1 biopoint is too easy to get to 100% with, so who knows. But obviously you can build up resistances to heat, cold, radiation and biohazard, where there's certain areas in the map which are covered in these elements that you can't access until you have a high enough resistance. I'm pretty sure there might be some sort of like armors and stuff as well that have extra resistance against these specific elements. But for right now, we can see that we can build into resistances from pretty much the get-go of the game. And I feel like it's probably going to be more important than most abilities at the start of the game, so that you can get a little edge up and be able to get into areas that you wouldn't be able to otherwise. And last but not least, the upgrade points. Now, I'm pretty sure somewhere in PewDiePie's stream, he showed this or accessed this, but I don't want to show too much in this game. However, I have seen it myself, and upgrade points are used in the Wung Fu section and the perks section. Now, the perks section has passive kind of skills that just carry with you, so like increased damage with a ranged weapon or increased loot chance, you know, passive things that you spend upgrade points on, never have to worry about again. There's also a specific section for whatever class that you have chosen. So if you've chosen Psi Freak, there'll be Psi Freak abilities for you to unlock, or any other class will have their classes with abilities too. Then the last place you spend your upgrade points is in the Wung Fu section, and this is basically just your combos. So you go in and you select your ranged weapon, you go in and you select your melee weapon, whether it's a one-handed or a two-handed, you know, various different things in here for you to upgrade and get extra combo ability with each specific weapon type, and then you can pick and choose what weapon you want to use. Now, I'm sure there's probably more intricacy to what we are seeing in a live stream, but for right now I feel like this is the most basic form of everything we are seeing, with all the abilities and how to build your character up. And you know, magic and biogenetics are available to any class, not just Psi Freak. It just seems like Psi Freak will have more of a natural ability when it comes to intellect, which means they'll do more damage, have more chances to actually use these magics and abilities. And yeah, so it's really interesting. I cannot wait to see what the full game brings. Let me know what you're thinking down below in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, blah 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 blah. Thank you for watching. I've been easynow. You guys have been awesome.